Hey everybody, it's Tara Green here. I want to talk about why Bitcoin just hit its highs ever today, July the 11th, 7/11, earlier today. So here's the natal Bitcoin chart that most astrologers use, January the 3rd, 2009 at 6:15 p.m. set for London, England. And so here's the natal chart and here's the planets on the outside. So the reason I think there's a number of them that Bitcoin's hit its highest so far is because the north node of the moon, which is the point of fate of the evolutionary force, is sitting right on Bitcoin's natal Uranus at 19 degrees of Pisces. And so this is a very strong indication. The south node is actually sitting on Bitcoin's Saturn, which is retrograde at 21 degrees of Virgo. So there's a leaving Saturn represents old structures, so leaving old limitations, old accounting behind and going into the new evolutionary Uranian Pisces kind of dream, removing debts kind of energy here. Now, planet Uranus rules the internet, it rules crypto, it rules any scientific invention, robotics, AI, all of that. And as you can see in the natal chart, there is a lot of Aquarius energy. There's Mercury at 2 degrees of Aquarius. There's the north node of Bitcoin itself at 9 degrees of Aquarius. There's Chiron, the wounded healer, at 18 degrees of Aquarius. And Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, fake news, at Neptune, 22 degrees of Aquarius. And so here's Uranus, brand new, fresh into Gemini, just sort of giving us a little preview right now. And Uranus is trining the natal Mercury. Now, Mercury is the merchant itself. It's the merch, it's advertising, it's communications. So Uranus is trining that. And then Pluto is also connecting to Bitcoin's Mercury. So Uranus is trining Pluto as an outer transit, but also connecting here, okay? What else have we got here? Saturn and Neptune in early Aries is also squaring a hard aspect to natal Pluto, which is at 1 degree of Capricorn, and Mars. So Pluto-Mars is a very solid, heavy, Bitcoin's a very, very transformative, practical Capricorn, transforming the old big time. This is a very scorpionic energy, okay? Now, interesting, Bitcoin has no Scorpio planets itself, and if this is an accurate time, there is no other things specifically in Scorpio, but this is a very, very scorpionic energy here, right? So Saturn and Neptune are also building up, but also freeing and making a dream real, okay? I wanted to mention the other chart I have is Vesta. The root word of investments is at 0 degrees of Taurus here. And in the chart that I've drawn on, the fixed star Regulus moved into Virgo around 2008. And so Vesta is trining Regulus, the star of the Archangel Raphael, royal star right there. And it would also be trining natal Pluto, okay? So this is part of a natal aspect here. The other thing I want to mention is the moon itself. The full moon that just happened at 18 degrees of Capricorn is on Juno, the feminine form of genius. So that's a big thing too. It's also the full moon in Capricorn is also trining Bitcoin's part of fortune, lot of fortune, at 17 degrees of Taurus, okay? Up in its 10th house, fame, career, that kind of energy. Chiron in late Aries here has been squaring Juno, and it's going to move up to square Jupiter at the last degree of Capricorn. So Bitcoin's natal Jupiter is very strong at the last degree of Capricorn. And Mercury is here in Leo, just crossed Bitcoin's ascendant, is sitting on the south node again. Releasing old ideas, thoughts, and communications about what Bitcoin was and moving it into Aquarian nature. Now, Pluto is going to move up and hit Bitcoin's north node here at 9 degrees in the next 2 to 3 years. And that is when Bitcoin will really, really max out. It's going to take years until all of the Bitcoins, the 21 million Bitcoins, are mined, but they will get scarcer and worth more. Okay, you can also see Bitcoin has a natal Lilith conjunct Pluto, which gives it its reputation as, you know, the bad, the negative. That's why a lot of people put it down and they're going to eat their words, actually. But not everybody resonates with Bitcoin, you know. So really, you have to have your own chart aligning with Bitcoin for it to appeal to you. Now, the moon, which represents the mood of the people, what nurtures, is at 4 degrees of Aries. And again, Saturn is going to hit that. That's also maturity, bringing it all home. Neptune is going to hit that. There can be some scams. There could be hacking. That's also a big danger with Uranus and Gemini. And also the computers, the AI world going to singularity. The danger is that those computers are going to be so smart within a year that they will be able to crack any encryption. So better watch out for wherever you're going to put your Bitcoin into your proverbial AI mattress, as they used to do. So really, I think that Vesta is really important there at 0 Taurus. Taurus, the sign of money, the big markets. It's also sextiling Venus, the planet of love, beauty, relationship, the arts. Venus at 0 Pisces is like, it makes Bitcoin kind of a dream, and Uranus and Pisces, what's real and what isn't. There's still people that say it's a scam, it's been created by the CIA, we'll have to see. But anyway, people who got it early are making millions of dollars, and regular fiat money is getting to be worth less and less. So if you have planets, also want to mention that Bitcoin's Sun at 13 degrees of Cancer is also directly opposite Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. I do believe that there's no such thing as chance or randomness. It was planned. I believe that people use astrology. The U.S. Sun is at 13 degrees of Cancer, so the U.S. would be a major country to be invested in Bitcoin and to really give itself safety, security from that point. Okay, so also look at, you want to talk about investments, money in your life, look at Vesta, the root word of investments, very important there at Taurus. The stock market is a Taurus ruled thing. The bull market is real. It has to do with the stock market starting under the constellation of the bear and Taurus, and that was all planned out because the people who started the stock market in the U.S. were Masons, for better or worse. So wishing you all the best blessings of the day. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com.